What's going on YouTube? It's your boy, Cam, ATL. Shout out to the DFS squad. Shout out to everybody who's watching this video right now. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. 100+ likes and I will post an arcade mode on Twitter for you. But as I promised, on the screen you will see my entire PGA lineup that I am loving for this slate that I am going to give to the squad. You got Berger, Casey, Hoffman, Koepka, I'm not sure exactly how you say his name, Matsuyama, and Stanley. Okay, there are 3 guys in this lineup that have a legitimate chance of winning this thing, and that would be Hoffman, Koepka, and Matsuyama. To me personally, I think those 3 guys have a very legitimate shot at winning. I love Rory McIlroy, yes I do, of course, but he is going to be major chalk. So if you want to be different, I suggest going down to a Matsuyama, be able to pay up for a Koepka, Hoffman, having those 3 guys who all 3 have a chance of winning this thing, along with Casey, Berger, and Stanley fitting perfectly for this course, the way that they play. I absolutely love this line right here. Lock it in, man. I'm expecting big things out of this line, man. All right, so good luck, everybody. I told you guys I was going to give you that fire, and there you go. Like the video down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you have it entered before I am recording this video on Wednesday night right now. Make sure that you have your PGA set before Thursday morning at 6 o'clock in the morning Central Time is when that slate starts. All right, guys, good luck. I hope you kill it. Let's get straight into this MLB slate. If you want to get in on the lines with the squad, be a legit part of the VIP lines, start winning more consistently than anybody else in the DFS community, go ahead and go to greenlightdfs.com and choose whatever option you want below. I changed up some of the pricing, seeing the MLB season is coming to a close and NFL is gearing up. I am still doing the podcast for NFL, so stay tuned for that. I will begin recording for that very soon. Start talking about people you want to pick up in the draft, guys you want to wait till the end and steal that are going to be absolute steals in the draft, all types of stuff like that. So definitely be prepared for the podcast that will be dropping. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get straight into this slate. All right, guys, it is a largish slate, and it is time to get that big money, man. The last large slate, I dropped 204. Tonight, as of right now, I'm cashing with a 120 with guys still going. Man, let's give a moment of silence for McHugh. That is absolutely ridiculous. He's getting rocked in the lineup that I'm dropping 120 plus on because my players are still going. I stacked up the Yankees and I played Tanaka to go with. You guys know if I stack a team heavy, I like to go with their pitcher as well, as long as that matchup is A1. I like this matchup against Toronto. Toronto is a hitter-friendly ballpark, but still, I rolled with Tanaka. He only ended up getting 4.8. He's been playing great, so I don't regret it. Only got 4.8, and McHugh like a 0.8. I am not playing any pitchers against the White Sox until they chill out a little bit, because they're known as that team that you want to play the pitcher against. But lately, they've actually been hitting well, both type pitchers, lefties and righties. So McHugh was coming in a great solid position. He got rocked. Just recently, another star got rocked. I can't remember exactly what his name was, but another guy got absolutely rocked. That's a great pitcher. So, it was Dallas Keuchel. Got rocked by the White Sox. So it's very disappointed. But you know what? Let's get straight into this slate, man. Let's go ahead and kill it. Greenlightdfs.com if you want to get in on the lines, if you work late and just can't spend time on it. Let your boy go ahead and make some greatness for you so you can cash with us. Let's get this money together. All right, starting off at the first pitcher position. On this slate, my strategy for this slate is I like a few of these big name guys. I really like Jacob deGrom against Philly, which is who I'm going to put into the high five. I love Jacob deGrom. He has been in A1 form as of late. I absolutely love him going against this Philly offense. I think he can rack up those Ks with ease. So at 12-7, I think he's worth the pay because he's one of those guys. He's going to get the most points on this slate of any pitcher, and you want him in your lineup, and you want to go with a mid-tier guy to pair him up with. That way you can get some solid bats in your lineup without having to be real cheap with it. You know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, my strategy when I dropped 204 the other day, yesterday, is I stacked heavy on a team, okay? But what I did is, and in a strategy that'll work a lot, guys, if you actually, I don't know how many people have told you this, but there is some strategy to this, right? Let's say you have two teams that you really like the offensive capabilities from. They're in a great matchup, both of them, and you love them both, okay? Don't shy away from just including both. You can include both. Get your pitchers right. Spend up on your pitchers even. You can even spend, what I did when I scored the 204 is I spent up for two very good pitchers. So I knew I was going to get some very good production out of them, and I did. Okay, so if that clicks for you, you're already in a good position. Then what you can do is take one of the teams that you absolutely love to stack from and stack the bottom of the order. I know it sounds crazy, okay? And a lot of people will tell you, oh, don't do the bottom of the order. They don't see as many plate appearances. Listen, if you get the two right pitchers clicking at the very top and then you skimp on some guys in a great stack that you absolutely love, and that stack comes through, which a lot of times it will, and that stack, those players at the bottom of the order will be lower owned, okay? Take advantage of taking a team and stacking the bottom of that order if you can't afford those top bats. If you're going very big on your pitchers, stack the bottom order of the two teams that you really love to stack from and get this money, all right? Because that has worked very well for me in the past. I'm not saying stack your whole lineup with bottom of the order guys. I'm not saying that either. I'm saying stack three guys from a team, bottom-ish of the order, like 6, 7, 8. Okay, guys who have power, though, not guys who are just going to get on base a few times. You need some upside. So bottom of the order guys with upside, stack them up with your great pitchers, man. And I'm telling you, it has been the strategy that has been the most profitable. I mean, it's the strategy that can really launch you to that big money status. All right, let's go ahead and get it, man. I'm sorry, I'm just going on and on. Jacob deGrom going against Philly. I already explained it. Philly's a very bad offense. DeGrom should be able to rack up the Ks here. He has been in A1 form, pitching very well lately. I love him at 12-7. Lock him in. Next pitcher, I love Danny Salazar, guys. I'm not playing him, obviously, because they're too fucking expensive. Or you could do that and be very skimp on the bats with upside, like I was just talking about. But Danny Salazar's in a great position here. He's going against Tampa Bay. In Tampa Bay, which is a very pitcher-friendly park, Salazar has been pitching very well lately. He's been getting those Ks up. And I absolutely love Danny Salazar. I think he's a great option. So if you don't go DeGrom, I would suggest running up Salazar. My thing with Paxton is, yes, he's at home in Seattle, but he's had like 4 solid games in a row. I feel like he's going to dip down a little bit here against LA. Trout has been amazing lately, and that Los Angeles offense can really come out of nowhere sometimes. And I feel like my gut is telling me that they're going to actually be pretty solid against Paxton here. Okay, so I don't really want to spend that 12-3. I would much rather 11-7 for Danny Salazar. I'm not even considering Yu Darvish in Arizona. Sonny Gray against Toronto could be a slick play right there. I love Sonny Gray in New York. That was a great pickup by New York. Sonny Gray is the man. But I'm going to go with Lance Lynn at 7,800. He's that mid-tier guy who has been very consistent all year. That guy you really want to get with your top pitcher that you can feel comfortable with, that will get you that 15 plus. And he has been doing that on a consistent basis this year. He is at home in St. Louis, where St. Louis seems to go ham when they're at home majority of the time. I love Lance Lynn at home and St. Louis being able to take on Hamill. Hamill's a righty. Matt Carpenter's in a great spot here. I love the lefties for the Cardinals. There's even some righties on that Cardinals offense that hits righties very well. So this could be a very good offensive output for the Cardinals. And so I'm going to go ahead and rock with the pitcher as well, man. He's going to have that run support. I expect him to get the win. I love pairing Lance Lynn with Jacob deGrom here. All right? Now, I rarely do this. but I am going to play a catcher for you guys. All right? Yes, I said it. I'm going to give you guys a catcher in the high five because, hey, that slick little catcher that a lot of people don't spend much time on and they just kind of get the cheapest one and move on can really save you sometimes in GPPs and stuff because, like I said, not many people get a catcher that ends up doing anything. Okay? And if your catcher can end up putting up some points for you and having some good upside, that could really change your night around. Okay? The catcher that I'm going to give you guys is Matt Waiters. Okay? He took off on Tuesday. So he's got a little rest in him. He played, I believe he was in the lineup today. Not 100% sure. I didn't even rock any Washington, and I should have. I hate myself for not stacking up Washington, but I had a few other stacks that I liked more. I was really into Milwaukee, and I really liked Houston, as always, and New York. Those were my 3 stack teams. But yeah, Matt Waiters, man, he has just absolutely dominated Dan Straley in the it's not a huge sample size, but it's just super solid. And I love this type of upside at 3,300. Against Straley, he has gone 6 at-bats, 5 hits, 2 home runs, 0 strikeouts, and an .833 batting average, man. He has absolutely dominated Dan Straley. He's at home in Washington. I absolutely love Matt Waiters here. He is that guy that could really put you over the top because, like I said, a lot of guys will just go cheapest catcher possible and not spend much time on their catcher spot. But honestly, every spot in that lineup matters. Take your time. Make sure you're setting the right person. Every person in that lineup matters, okay? Don't just say, oh, these 2 positions I don't really care about. I'm going to go big on these other ones. No. Make sure every position has somebody who can really put up some good upside, all right? Next up, in the high 5, I talked about him when I was talking about Hamill, Matt Carpenter. I love Matt Carpenter here, that lefty on righty matchup, man. Carpenter crushes righties. He's at the top of that order. He's at home in St. Louis. He's going against Hamill, a pitcher who just doesn't scare me at all. I love Matt Carpenter here, and he's been in great form as well. Okay, he has been in great form. So lock in Matt Carpenter. I love Matt Carpenter here in this slate. And then my favorite play, I love a lot of these New York Mets. I'm going to start it off with Michael Conforto. I love the lefties of the Mets, man. Conforto has absolutely dominated Velasquez. He has gone 7 at-bats, 4 hits, 2 of which were home runs and a .571 average. Like I said, I love putting some batters with high upside with one of my pitchers, and DeGrom is a lock at my pitcher position, so I'm really loving the lefty bats for the Mets. A lot of those lefties have good histories versus Dan Straley. I absolutely love Michael Conforto. Lock him in at 4,700. And that's it, guys. Jacob deGrom, Lance Lynn, Matt Waiters, Matt Carpenter, and Michael Conforto. I know I played a catcher. How crazy is that? Every position in that motherfucking lineup matters. All right? Lock in Matt Waiters. Another catcher that you can go with if you want to go bigger on catcher that I would highly recommend is Gary Sanchez. He has pummeled Estrada. I mean, absolutely. He's gotten 4 hits, 4 home runs against Estrada, and he hits righties just amazing. So I love Gary Sanchez too if you decide to pay up there and kind of go down from DeGrom. Okay? And that's it, guys. Good luck, everybody. It's time for the batter's box. Write these names down. All of these batters that I'm about to mention have good histories versus the pitchers they are facing, and they should be considered in your lineups. Okay? When it comes to, like, you have 2 guys that you're really iffy on. You're like, okay, do I want him or do I want him? Okay? If I say the name right now, okay, have that end up being the go-to. All right? Look at BVP to break your tiebreaker. All right? And it'll be good to go. All right? So here you go. Derek Dietrich, Giancarlo Stanton, Asdrubal Cabrera, Yoenis Cespedes, Michael Conforto, Adam Lind, Anthony Rendon, Matt Waiters, Todd Frazier, Didi Gregorius, Aaron Judge, Gary Sanchez, Jose Bautista, Corey Dickerson, Alex Gordon, Mike Moustakas, Yadier Molina, Carlos Beltran has done great versus Rodon. If in GPPs, I wouldn't bash you for going Carlos Rodon. I know Houston is a great offense, but Carlos has been absolutely looking amazing lately and racking up those Ks. So if he does happen, I know it's a small chance, but if he does happen to stifle this Houston offense, that could be really good for you in GPP. I don't see anybody having the balls to really run him out there. So at least try to make a GPP. I suggest that you make a GPP with Rodon as a pitcher and hope for the best. All right, Chris Davis, Rajai Davis, Marcus Simeon, Yonder Alonso, Robinson Cano, and Kyle Seager. And that's it, guys. Go to greenlightdfs.com, join up on the memberships, man. The NFL season-long package, all that good shit. Get in on it, man. It's time to get this money. Let's get it. Thank you for watching, as always. 100 likes on the video down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'm out.